Greetings, survivors. Today I'm showing this late game base. I actually started it middle game after I finished my horde bases. So the main feature of the original design of this base was this ramp leading to a drawbridge. Um, what that does is allow me to have a cage down here with line of sight to almost all directions except where the ramp is, and also down into a spike pit. So this was the original concept for this base, and it works pretty well. On each side here I have three auto gun shot turret. I have three auto turrets, three spotlights. On the front I have one auto turret here protecting the pillars, and another one here protecting the entrance. And this is mainly against screamers, because otherwise screamers just come up here and get inside the garage. So this is the garage area. I have a space here for loot. And on this side, the basic equipment, so I can switch equipment depending if I'm going out to build something or to loot. Um, Maintenance tools and resources for fixing the base. This is for trading. Everything that I'm going to trade with goes here. And overflow for things that are too much to go into the main storage area. Here gas, which I use for both the bike and these two generators, which are they are a lot gas consuming. This one for the internal, sorry. This one feeds all the auto turrets, and this one feeds the external spotlights, which we'll talk about more later on. Now, if we go here to the cage, these concentric color patterns just allow me to more easily check the iron bars for damage without losing track on which row I'm at. You can see that everything is visible down there, and we'll go down there later on. I can control the auto turrets here, and I usually turn them on at the beginning of the horde night. I turn them off at the beginning of the horde night. Let the spikes and the fall handle the fierce waves. The shotgun turrets are controlled here. Oh, that's out of gas. We'll look at that later. And there's also spotlights. Shotgun turrets, down there we have shotgun turrets, 4 of them on each side. So actually let's just fill up the shotgun turret's gas and look at that. So let's refuel this one and turn this on. This battery bank is fed by a solar bank up, and this handles the internal lights of the building, such as these lights and these lights. Now, with the shotgun turrets on, you can see the spotlights lighting up everything there. Let's look at at the lights at night. In fact, let's go back to say 1 a.m. and you can see good visibility there. Not much visibility here from these spotlights. They have a range of 15, but that's why I have these other spotlights which I use for horde nights. Now I have a range of 45, which is, well, basically I can see the zombies spawning during horde night. Let's go down. all the way to the base. So this is the maintenance area for the spikes. Let's go to one of the sides. And here we have the spotlights and the shotgun turrets. We have one shotgun turret protecting each prison door. The other shotgun turrets just to clean out all the zombies down here. And if I want to get the loot, I just have to place wood frames here and walk to the zombies. Some chests on each side so I can put the extra loot. And let's go up once more. So I have stairs on one of these towers. The other tower is free fall. And then an elevator. And the last one just has wire relays to get cables up and down to control, so I can control the shotgun turrets and lights down here from above. Let's go up the elevator. And of course I can stop the elevator at any floor just by opening the hatch here. So, oh, I guess that's enough for lights. Let's see other light features. So these lights are fed by the battery bank or the solar bank at the roof of the building. The spotlights are, well, I can turn them off here, but they're usually controlled by the timer relay, which allows this generator bank to feed them all day long. So the lights here, the wires are hidden by a one block room above, and this column here hides a wire to the garage. Which we saw here, the garage here. Oh yes. This is the one block room. Not all relays can be reached from here, so I have this back room here as well, on both sides actually, where I can crouch and reach everything. So this is the residential area with a nice window of the front. I can sit down and relax and watch some TV and see some zombie movies. The office area / kitchen. This is the other maintenance area. We have the room here. Also a munitions box. A little veranda. And I really have to clean all these trees so I can have a nice view of the sea. I'll do that later on. Oh, this is nice here. Cover against rain. And finally, of course, a very nice bathroom. So, last thing about the lights. On this 2 blocks room, I also have these are the relays for the living area. The shotgun turrets are fed from here. I Because I only use them during hard nights, I don't need to refuel this as often. This other generator can be connected to the battery bank if the solar banks do not recharge them in time. Okay, so now let's go back to daylight. I think that's good. All right. So this is bulletproof glass. I shouldn't have made this bulletproof glass. It's not as clear as the business glass. This needs to be bulletproof to carry the weight, but this didn't need to. That was a mistake. Um, these pipes are leading to the air conditioning system, of course. And at the top, we have the solar bank. I have an extra solar bank I can connect, but I didn't. It just doesn't provide enough power to any of the other functions. Oh, the lights are still on. I have to turn them off. All right, so let's just turn these lights off and finish the tour with the work area. So here I have most of the most of my supplies, crescent treasures, electricity separate because I often when I want to do anything with electricity, I just need to get electricity stuff, so this is easier. Engines, which are separate from the bike parts, because I just have too many engines and too many batteries for that matter. Soil, mostly sod, dirt and fiber, the frames, shotgun turret, shotgun and shotgun parts, submachine gun and submachine gun parts, all other weapons, not parts below, and all other weapon parts. The ammo. These are all things that are not build items. Well, this is actually a build item. It shouldn't be here. And in fact, I think all of these should move to electricity. I'll do that later. But these are not stackable. And I have these stackable things here. And then blocks here, concrete and cobblestone, the tools, steel and iron, wood. These are basically everything I need for farming, and cotton I also put here because there was no better part for that. Health items, obviously. These are the cloth items I use, mostly for combining. So head, torso, and legs. These are just for collection, and paint and decoration. These are they don't have any actual game function. On the other side, 2 storage boxes for stone, raw iron, clay, lead, brass, and glass, which is usually empty, and I just move things that are overflowing here. Cement, sand. Now, these 2 are just for stone, and they're always on. This is lead, this is brass, and all the others are for iron and steel, and for mixers. On this side, on this fridge here, I have the body parts and the output from the chemistry station, basically gunpowder and paper. The input, so these are things that I usually use on the chemistry station. And 2 of them. On this other side, 2 workbenches. Here's water Snow, glass jars, and these are coffee, juice, and these are the more advanced liquids. And finally, food. And 3 campfires so I can like do a lot of stuff at once. So let's go back to God mode and take one last look at it. Um, so this is it. One question I get from the auto turrets, yes, they go for a lot of ammo. That's one reason I don't use them for the first waves during Horde Night. The spikes handle those zombies just fine, but they are on all the other times, and they handle hordes and screamers, and they have a very far reach. They go all the way here to these spotlights, and they're very effective. Oh, one last feature, which is a late addition to this base, but it's very interesting. I put these drawbridges upside down. So that's open and that's closed, but instead of going up when closed, it goes down, so it stays flush with the wall. Now, zombies do get stuck here, so sometimes I have to kill them, but this is nice because it allows me to go out um, on Horde Night to melee the zombies if I want to. And I have them on all 4 sides. I try to cover it up, but I cannot cover it completely, so I stopped doing that after the first try. One thing I did, which I'm not sure was a good idea, so this is the down part of the drawbridge. Um, Let me briefly, sorry for the loud noise here. So one can actually stand here on this block, but not above. And it just didn't seem like, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure if I prefer it down at this level or up at this level. And one disadvantage of this is that I cannot open or close them from here. Well, without the block I cannot open or close them either. So yeah, maybe I'll just leave the concrete blocks there. So that's it. I'm mostly happy with this. I usually prefer to shoot from higher up, like at this level. So in a way, this was too low, but on the other hand, it allowed me to have this nice drawbridge here. Um, I'll probably repeat this some of parts of this build one way or another. This here, yeah, when the zombies come from that direction, it's really bad. But what can you do? You cannot have everything. I tried, but I couldn't. The turrets can be reached from here, and I guess that with that, we finish our tour. I'm not sure I have shown the actual turrets here. I guess I did. Well, I hope you like this. Thank you.